Hello everyone, this is Mr. Sanjay Kuwar. I hope that all are fit and fine and doing well at home. Once again, I welcome you all for learning 6th standard English subject. Dear friends, in this video, we are going to learn another interesting lesson. The lesson number 1.6. The name of the lesson is the Peacock and the Crane. Dear friends, this present lesson is a very interesting story, and the story ends with the moral. Dear friends, everybody like stories. We like to listen, we like to read, and we like to even watch the stories in the television. These all the different kinds of the stories help us to understand many things. They help us to increase our imagination power, our thinking power. There are the stories about the different things like the birds, animals, fairies, etc. The present story is about the birds. The two birds, the peacock and the crane. We know that peacock is our national bird. The peacock looks very beautiful, especially if you look at the peacock's feathers, then you will be impressed while looking at them. Everybody like to see the peacock's beautiful feathers. Dear students, one can find all the colors of the rainbow in the peacock's feather. Dear friends, some people believe that when it rains, the peacock dances very beautifully, and it looks very impressive when the peacock walks, when the peacock flies in the sky, and when the peacock dances. So all are becoming very happy to look at the beautiful feathers. Whenever the peacock spreads his beautiful feathers, it gives us immense pleasure. So dear friends, let's learn the present story, the peacock and the crane. Once there was a beautiful peacock in the forest. He was very beautiful, but he was also very conceited. Conceited means very proud and arrogant. So the peacock was very arrogant. The peacock was very proud of his beautiful feathers. He was thinking that he had a gorgeous tail like no other birds. Gorgeous means beautiful. The peacock was always feeling proud on his beautiful feathers. He was not giving importance to the other birds in the forest. He was thinking that no other birds are like him. He was always showing his beauty to the other birds and the animals. One day, the peacock met one crane, and as soon as the peacock met the crane, he started to scoff at the crane's colorless and dull feathers. Dear friends, we know that the peacock has a very beautiful, impressive feathers. His feathers are very colorful. One can find all the colors of the rainbow in the feathers of the peacock. But on the other hand, the crane's feathers are not as much as colorful and beautiful as the peacock's feathers. Crane's feathers are colorless. They are even dull. So here, when the peacock met the crane, he started to scoff at the crane's colorless and dull feathers. Scoffed at, it's a phrase. It means laugh at somebody very rudely or scornfully. So the peacock started to laugh at the colorless and dull feathers of the crane. After laughing at the crane's colorless and dull feathers, the peacock started to spread out immediately his beautiful tail to see and admire by the crane. Next, the peacock said very proudly to the crane, "Look at my beautiful feathers, how they shine in all the colors of the rainbow, while yours are so pale and dressed like a king." Dear friends, here the peacock felt very much proud on his beauty, on his beautiful colorful feathers. He even compares himself with the king. How the king wears beautiful, shiny, flashy clothes. In the same way, he is also telling to the crane that he looks like a king. Here, he tells the crane that all his feathers are very beautiful and they are shining like the colors of the rainbow. One can find all the colors of the rainbow in his feathers. On the other hand, look at your feathers. They are very colorless and dull. Like this, he was teasing at the crane's colorless feathers and dull feathers. The crane was listening to him very silently. At last, the crane replied. He said, "I am agree that your feathers are very beautiful. That's true. But I can fly high above among the clouds and the stars, and I can see all the beauty of the earth in all its glory, while you live down here just like any other cock." Here, the crane replied at last. He says that, "Okay, I agree that your feathers are very beautiful. They are colorful and impressive. But they are not as much as useful as my feathers. Though my feathers are very dull, though they are colorless, but with the help of this my colorless and dull feathers, I can fly high up in the sky. I can even fly among the clouds and the stars and see the beauty of the earth from the sky. But you are on the surface of the earth living all the time like the cock. You are like a cock who spends all your time here on the surface of the earth." Dear friends, we know that the cock flies as much as the height of the trees or the branches of the trees. So the peacock also. So here, when the peacock listened to the crane's reply, he was speechless. He was feeling ashamed on his behavior with the crane. Dear students, here the story ends. I hope that you would have understood the story, the peacock and the crane. Now, can you guess what's the moral of the story? Yes, fine feathers don't make the fine birds. Dear friends, it is a very popular saying. It is used in the negative sense. It indicates that looks and flashy clothes are not important for us. This saying also means that fine cloth doesn't make fine person. Dear students, some people wear very shiny clothes, very flashy clothes, and they give more importance to the outer appearance. But we should not give more importance to the outer appearance. We should give more importance to the inner beauty and the good behavior of the person. The present story also gives us the message that we should not judge others by their outward appearance. We should judge them by the good qualities of the person. We should treat others well. Never try to find the faults with the other people. And it is better to be useful than to be beautiful. At last, one can say that the present story also teaches us that never feel so much proud ourselves on what do we possess. We should be always humble.